Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Crusader Kings 3 Sicily here on the Lord Master channel, in which these Sicilian frontier struggles, mainly in that part of the series, is continuing still, but it appears that it's like going back and forth towards either back to borderlands or will end up in imperiality. But as you can see, the dominants are starting to catch up a bit, but the Greeks have increased it a bit. Which of course depends on all other things. But remember, if it ends in imperiality, the latter ruling class, for example, this will cause holding taxes to be lowered, development will be in decline, and it would lower the popular opinion. Which I don't know if that would be better than, you know, what Periphery does. As obviously that's been shown. And another thing that should also be noted is across the sea over there, there's a new power rising in North Africa, led by the Caliph, a Shia Caliph, which shows of Egyptian culture, which is an involved culture. Al-Mahdi they call him. A figure who is believed to appear at the end of times to rid the world of evil and injustice. At least that's what he thinks. These Fatimids, they're at war. Historic invasion of Africa. So they're likely going to head towards Egypt. But I just hope that they don't go towards Sicily or the realm of my uncle there, who's a good man himself, and which is on his way back from the feast that I just recently held in the end of the previous episode. But the three Emirates still exist in southern Italy, but Calabria is not going so well. Although he might be failed to remind himself that, you know, his capital is no longer Cassano, because it belongs to someone else now. So that'll be funny to watch him, you know, I don't know, make him take a hint or something. To show it's like, hey, you can't go back home. You have to go somewhere else. I'll let time take along here, just curious of where Tiberius is going. Yeah, we know that. I'm an involved character in a frontier struggle. So we have an alliance with my uncle as we negotiated after we became more friendly. We have a mutual alliance. I don't know if I'll ever come to your aid when that time comes. Okay, he's a Cassano, then he's realized, oh, those damn Sicilians took it, so I gotta go down all the way to the end of the mainland. And he got a delay. My mother, Kenwa. Sultan Ahmad. So ever since, you know, Sawdan has passed, she became a widow, and she went to Egypt to marry this Persian noble. Well, not necessarily noble, but the landowner, Al-Atif. Her mother's been imprisoned there. Free my mother! So, just hope that Sultan Ahmad would will be more amenable. Don't kill my mother. Should have brought her back home. And speaking of home, the Siculo-Arabic culture, it's spread. Yep, it just now spawned there in Otranto. So Siculo-Arabic is continuing to spread. But however, as far as cultural tradition is concerned, the culture head, Eugenios, my eldest living brother, he, instead of my Buddhism, which is what our father, Sawdan, would have wanted it, instead chose seafarers instead, which does have its both benefits and things that I feel like, okay, that's not necessary because, you know, while it may be good economically in a short term, but I'd rather have it this way. But one thing I'll give it to him, embarkation cost is a lot less and less sea danger. Because we're used to traveling in the seas anyhow, we're always connected by water no matter what. So it feels like it does make some sense. But as we're soon to enter early medieval era, perhaps we'll add my version soon after, so we'll probably just leave that alone. We're not necessarily, you know, those of maritime mercantilism. But we're always, you know, connected to the sea and to those back to the land of our ancestors, Northern Africa. Well, we shall see. Also, there is one other person of interest, because we know that is married to my brother and is able to sire a child. Agatha, the other, you know, warrior woman who's... Where's she going? Going to Mecca. On a pilgrimage. Brothers on a pilgrimage. Aha. Going to the Hajj. And you're just a courtier who wishes to follow. We know that you'll serve as one of the Faris there. But I sometimes wish that you should come here and serve me, because I wish we have a woman of your skills to fight alongside with us. Not to mention one of the blade masters. Don't know if that's ideal, but try to sway her, then maybe learn the language. Eventually learn Greek, which I don't think there's room to learn another. There's less Greeks in my realm anyhow. Speaking of, you know, things to learn, I should seek higher education, because my education is tier 3 of martial, skilled tactician. I'd like to increase that further. I'm willing to spend my money on it. May try to improve my education over the next 7 or 8 months, depending on luck, my inner talent, and some opportunities that might soon arise. I might be successful in improving my aptitudes. You only have a single attempt in life to attempt this. Right. Time to hit the classics. And maybe perhaps we should go ask these pirates, try to establish relations with them. Because if we need something that's free money, we gotta acquire booty. Because we know Bari has that ability to acquire booty, or authorize sales, or recruit courtiers, or ransom captives. But I need to establish relations with them. Because we know that the Mediterranean has always been home to pirates. Skilled rulers know when to work with cooperative pirates for mutual gain. So I'm willing to spend 20 gold, lose 20 legitimacy, gain a bit of dread, which I have been a bit dreadful lately, and we'll have Mediterranean pirate connections for the next 10 years. Which unlocks the various options from the decision to contact with these pirates. So I get a bit more income, increasing a bit more dread gain, while control growth and decline, and not so much legitimacy gain, knowing that I'm dealing with them. But I'm a man who's a bit deceitful, so sometimes I have to do some shady business. See? I have the intrigue to make it so. These pirates can be assets to us. The high seas have been rife with pirates since ancient times. As such, for centuries, rulers sought to make use of pirates in different ways. After all, many of us shared interests. That's not to mention that many pirates are actually merchants as well, so there's always potential for profit. Following the footsteps of these many other rulers, I've struck my fish to make productive connections with a group of pirates who are willing to work with us. They may not be truly under our control, even if I give them shelter in my ports. we could help each other in the long run, especially to agree not to target my territories. It's a pragmatic but necessary measure. We should be fine. Slightly in debt, but we'll get out of it. And we'll contact them again in 5 years. Notified when this is available. Because from now on, we should save the money to go to the local university. How much would it be? 301. To study hard. Okay, that's good to know. Although the location has a hostile faith, thus spending a bit of piety for that. You're Herculean. You're still there. I would love to have you over too. Ooh, you're pretty close. Sway him enough or give him some money. He and his son will come over. Especially him, who was a former, Serbo-Assyrian man. Well, he was Serbian cultured. Still speaks Srpsko-Hrvatski. And in addition, Aramaic from the Assyrian father of his. And of course, Arabic. I want that man to come over to our court too. So put tabs on his father too. Rubil will be easily swayed. But I want to sway Agatha first. Ooh, consumption. Doesn't affect your aptitude though, but guess we'll go for you. The what? A new religious movement. It broke away from Sicily on its own. Valdua. Valdu is holding that the accumulation of wealth is an anathema that is incompatible with achieving salvation. Valdesi preach apostolic poverty as being the path to perfection and believe that priests should hold neither titles nor lands. They do not do pilgrimages, notably. Their anachronism, mendicant preachers, and vows of poverty. Which again, there are Christians, but a large different kind of Christians, which I don't think they are part of those involved, which I tried to show you earlier of struggle involvement. I mean, the Egyptians can get involved too, just in case if those guys from over there, those Fatimids, invade Sicily. Originally, the Valdisme is not an involved faith, but since that just popped up, well, they're involved now. Because originally it's supposed to be Catholics and Orthodox that are involved. While the different branches of Islam, such as the Sunni Ash'arism and Mu'adism are involved. The Ismailism is the Shia one, and of course the Ibadism, which are the Muqaddimah part of Islam. So now it looks like there is a new Christian movement that just took up recently. Principe Danona, Langobard, is a heresiarch populist leader. And also there's another breakaway entity. What caused it? How did it came to be? Said just created it 2 months ago. But how did you break away? And who are you? On the same day, just a month ago. Converted involved ruler county. So at Severanza, which that place is a home of a Arab-Berber stronghold, is now home to a new kind of Christian faith in the area. It shouldn't affect our realm, except the possibility if Siculo could be swayed, because there is a new movement. And there is no evidence that he rebelled. Oh, okay. So it was conquered by a populist revolt. So this is a brand new house. There was a populist revolt on the 22nd of August. And then a month later, a new faith has popped up in that region. So, well, whenever he has children, unless I have children of my own, maybe we could cooperate. If you go to Oregon, Sicily, I would be willing to give you military assistance. We should talk. Another Longobard has taken up the new faith, a new religion. And another, neighboring Sarno. So this movement, this man, which I think they're also known as the Fratelli, I believe that's who they are. And unlike the Catholics and Orthodox, they're pluralists, so okay, I'll give them that. They're a bit more cooperative, but they still consider us as evil and all that. But like if they wanted it to, they could rule over subjects of other faiths. And more importantly, regarding them compared to Catholics, they could have a head of faith if they want to. Who else? Zip it down. Archery. You know, my father loved archery. But a problem. I'd be willing to pass over and go to Bari. No caravan master. I can handle it on my own. I'd be willing to participate in an archery contest, follow in my father's footsteps. Courtiers, Siculo-Arabic. Got the manual. A Lombard, not Longobard, Lombard, Northern Lombards, not the Southern Lombards, which are Longobards. One second. One would think, like, we should talk to this new Christian ruler. Yeah, Principe Donono. I would like to befriend of him, and perhaps make an alliance between us. We can cooperate against Sicily. Knowing they would never accept you, because they would consider us heretics. So I suppose we must. So we shall meet. Another comite. We got Lucera. That area too. He's a sinner because he previously took a pilgrimage during his time as a Catholic ruler. It's gaining a lot of momentum over in that part of the world. While traversing a challenging path, I tell her, I hear laughter ahead. Marshal Christopher and my fellow traveler Emmanuel are working together to cross a fast-flowing stream. Christopher, your idea to build a makeshift bridge was brilliant, he exclaims. Replies of a chuckle. And your quick thinking with those vines tied it all together. These obstacles led to a new friendship. This will hasten our journey indeed, because we want to get to the tournament as early as possible. Ursus of Lanciano. That's outside of the struggle region. But it's still within a realm. Which again, if I see a heretical uprising or an attempt to try to overthrow him, whoever's the leader of that, I am more than willing to give a military assistance in order to weaken our enemies up north. Now let's see. My sister drowned. Over there, in Levantine Sea, on the way to the Hajj. Landed in the land of the Albanians. I'm close to qualifying, but not quite there yet. Squires laugh and joke as they polish helms and mail. One of them snorts so hard it sounds like a pig and soon rests imitate him. At first I am Lloyd nearby. Among these I spot Adelina, Count Constantine's counselor. Her deeds not gone unnoticed, and the work she's done for her liege's household is more than impressive. I could convince her to join my council. I don't see that. I do not wish to offend him. Score increases slightly as I am on course to qualify. Got artisans' quarters. Rifling through the sheaves of arrows and piled bowstrings, they came upon a neat stack of particularly fine lead of embers. Sliding one into my forearm, the stiffened hide protects inside my arm. They are the finest braces, my lord. 10,000 lashes of bowstring won't wear through these. Now Sibylla senses a potential sail. It slides over swiftly to my side. I test the letter inquisitively, weighing up in my hand. How much? I get a fine bracer. +1 prowess and more trait experience. It's easy to get out of debt, you know. 20 days to get back to tourney grounds. Hold it. I'm hearing a bunch of things popping up. Raid by stronghold in Sicily. And Xenon, what happened to you? Oh, no, not his brother Xenon. That's where it ended from. Not brother Xenon, different Xenon. Excuse my mistake. Yes. House unity is harmonious now. But, however, almost there. Just one more year in trade experience. We'll have 50 and we'll be able to hire some Arab-Berber soldiers to our cause. And maybe perhaps the Arab-Berber stronghold will appear in our realm. As I prepare my upcoming match, I spot Dandalina, hailing me by waving a handkerchief around, offering her favor. Before I can respond, Tamarcus, Theodosia of Cacia, appears holding a handkerchief out for me, insisting I take her favor instead. Find a character who has the theme of Thessalonica as I heard it, but she's a murderer. Yipe. No, not her. But I'm willing to have her. Look at her. She's a very virtuous woman of her faith. She's temperate, she's honest, and she's chaste. So I will take it. Yes, I will take it, Adelina. As I push aside the sheets to lay down, I find a little scroll resting on my bolster. Someone has entered my chambers unnoticed. A chill runs down my spine as I carefully unroll the thick parchment. My heroic stallion, lord of my heart. I can keep my feelings secret no longer. From this day on, I will do everything in my power to prove my loyal affections. We will see each other soon. Until then, dream of me, my love, eternally yours, Adelina. You flatter me, my lady. Endeavor rescue will attempt to win my heart. Well then. Even though she serves as a spy master. But I guess doesn't view them too highly. Have that trigger equipped. Still have that milk tooth. Stand fertility, a bit of renown. Alright. Let's switch it. I don't think we'll be meeting a man that way. Maybe perhaps whenever I get to hold another feast, I'll make sure that he'll be a guest of honor. Anyways. I'd like to place a bet. Worse than me, worse than me, worse than me. This is no way to win. Corrado is like the winner. But I'll bet on myself. I hope that my father's spirit, his archery spirit, is with me. Dusk begins to draw in slowly but steadily as the competition continues. Snapping the strings of staccato rhythm. I laid on my bow, considering the path this contest taken so far, such as when the competition begins to draw to a close. As the arrows continue to fly into and past the butts, if I'm to make any impact for Caesar, I must act now. Well, this is different, so let's see. Oof. But knowing his education, he would say, I am one with my bow. Combined prowess and martial challenge. 53% chance to score increased moderate. 18 nothing. 27% decrease. Arrow shot flies true, but agonizing not quite as true as I wanted to. It duds into the target, but only around the edge. It's not going to do me any harm. It probably won't do me much credit either. I'm winning. Victory's so close. Only a few more arrows are remaining for each competitor. The end is at hand. One last knock. God, crud. Score decreased greatly. The time has come to know if my quest for a higher education is successful or not. Depending on my choices the last few months as well as a few traits and luck, final chance is given. Will I bask in my own success? Let's evaluate my knowledge. What did I get? But here's the thing. Recall that your base chance of success starts at 20%. Besides your decisions regarding recent opportunities, experience, luck, the traits shrewd, diligent, which I do have, and ambitions give you a small bonus. Conversely, your traits dull, content, and lazy give you a small penalty. Good luck with your roll. 33% chance that you'll lose the trait skill tactician, but a more likely 67% chance that you will fail. Failed to improve my education. Oh well, so I'm gonna have to go to university to get a higher education then. Trumpets sound, a crowd of clowns, competitors begin to assemble, the contest is over, and someone's moment of sun's being ready. The herald steps forward, voice booming out across the room. After many trials, some tribulations, above all else, some truly spirited competition, we have our final three. In third place, the gutsy Christopher. Coming in close second, Thermicus Simakos. And of course, the leads our victor, Emir Stephanos. I know I could win. Prove my worthiness beyond doubt. I won a lot of money for this. Yeah. I actually won that one. Try again one more time. The man I want to meet. I sit in the tower with a small group of courtiers. I saw that gallant knight holding someone's sign. One of them whispers, and I quickly get lost in my thoughts, observing the flickering candles. As I take a sip of the violet shaba, I reminisce about the time when my war against courage and the dais ended in victory. Do you want to hear a real story? I asked, turning to my companions. It's a perfect moment for some uplifting conversation. So, again, I would like to befriend him. It's like, unlike the Catholics, we consider him as a more tolerable Christian. He's a pluralist. Even we still view him as, evil and views us evil, but they are a pluralist, so they're a bit more tolerable. So, you just have a drink, talk about things. Wasn't able to befriend him, but I won the archery. So, I had the finest theme of any in the archery. Don Olo and I are yet to establish a firm friendship. What a great occasion. Legitimacy up, just to make up for spending it on pirates. Contact with pirates. An elegant ring of very fine craftsmanship, its silver shank is adorned with small pieces of zircon. Awarded Emir Stephanos by cut for winning the archery contest. Alright, what a great occasion that was. You've taken your first step to a larger world. Because I would like to follow in my father's footsteps. He was a great archer, but maybe I too could be just as great, if not better. I have the youth advantage for this, because he did it in an advanced stage. Now let us go home. So now they are a visible minority. But Now there's landed lords. Some will probably demand, say, convert back. But is he going to do anything about it? Because if he tries to revoke one of them due to religious differences or if they committed a crime, I'll be more than willing to come assist them. And maybe perhaps this religious uprising in the area, and I'd be willing to help them out. Meanwhile, it continues. Just visited the thieves' hideout for a bit of a... I've seen the world and beheld its many wonders in my travels, but never beheld such beauties as the one I've seen in Garagone. Truly, Sicilian women are cut above all the rest. One particularly fascinating specimen that's taken my eyes, a peasant woman by the name of Elena. A pretty little beauty. She was far too pleasing in my eye to spend her days slaving away in Garagone. You are one for learning, and of intrigue. Excellent. And chaste too. There's plenty of life ahead of me. So I'll say we must marry at once. You are my first wife. A woman of no political significance, but I would like to have children of my own so I can create alliances. He's sea captain. For once I'll say I don't want to risk more people getting lost. We're already on our way back home. We don't need no sea captain now. Oh, just as I suspected. Oh no, it's a Liberty War, never mind. Unrelated matter. Though I could come in and give assistance. You know, this would prevent him from revoking titles anymore, but at least it'll make them look weak. They will not accept it because outnumbers their enemy, has little gold. Okay, fair enough. Guess we can only do that for weaker entities. Sicily, on the other hand, if they want assistance, all you have to do is just ask. But now we must save our money for the university that I must attend. So yes, they're a little independent entity, while this one here, different matter. Yeah, it's a wonder that my first wife is actually a Catholic and Sicilian. And this woman, however, I could tell there's something wrong with my wife, Elena. As soon as we were in bed together, she's clearly distracted, and I clasped her hand gently and asked her what the matter is. It's a money matter, she sighs, running her free hand over her head. I have some family who are short on luck, and they are close to losing their home. I used to spend time there as a child. She looks at me pleadingly. Is there anything we can do? I'm sure they could pay it back to us. They just need to get back on their feet. They'll be good for it, I swear. Well, leave it to me. My pious monk Deacon recently shared the plans of his religious peers across the world regarding the improvement of our holy sites. As it stands, every ruler of our faith is set to contribute with the amount of gold to finance the construction of more imposing structures. Now the question is about how shall I proceed? Don't want to make him mad. I'll provide our requested gold, even though that puts us back into debt again. Just when I was saving money for the university to come. I finished a chapter and placed a copy of A Boundaries of the World book back on the shelf. I've learned text reports on the people, languages, clothing, food, religion, customs, so forth dozens of the countries of Asia, Europe, and Libya. I sigh and look at my work table, filled with reminders of minute of governance, but I Playing for a while longer, the feeling in this book always evokes me. Wanderlust. One day, the opinion towards me helps, so keep her swaying. I cannot work like this, my tax collector. And sound like screams frustrated to reject. Every Sharia court of the Emirate is a wretched hive of incompetence, hampering all my efforts. Good tax filing needs competent qadis to keep local magnates in check and to make your rules just in the eyes of God. Your claim to the bulk of the tax is righteous. You must give me funds to employ more and better people for the courts and the authority to fire the corrupt old qadis. Do I seem to be made of money? I can't afford it at this time. Sorry. Work harder. Also has to, yeah. Don't worry, one day I'll get to you. As soon as I get Agatha to try to come with us to serve my realm. Because, you know, we need a capable, good warriors. And please remember, when the time comes, because we often spend heavily, we need to contact those pirates again to acquire booty. Which, I'll take this time to show you those decisions right now. Slow down the time, so I can read it to you. Acquire booty, you receive a random amount of gold between 44 to 119 at this time. The minimum and max amount of gold you gain is influenced by your diplomacy, stewardship, and intrigue. Oh, stop right there. There's 2 tournaments out there that you could go to, depending on distance, of course. This is board game, and the other, archery. Oh, I'll be there for that again. But anyways, before we go to the second archery contest, oh, I keep forgetting, since I'm a diligent ruler, you could develop capital. I dream that Salerno will one day be the envy of every ruler under the sky. I must endeavor to be the champion who turns it into a jewel of the earth. All that it needs for me is to put in some more work. Who needs sleep anyway? More development growth in the realm capital. Because Salerno will be the jewel of the Mediterranean. Just 3 more years. This. Anyways, continue to look at the authorized sales. Where every coastal county you own, you have Mediterranean pirate markets, which, so it reduces the construction costs while increasing the holding taxes and development growth while decreasing control. So there's always a catch. But that's for all the counties you own along the coast. Recruit Courtiers is free soldiers with 200 or 500 special soldiers, including some men-at-arms, similar to recruiting soldiers from Sicily. And finally, ransom captives, where you lose a random amount of gold, between 28 to 128 to pay the ransom. The amount of gold to pay is influenced by diplomacy, martial, and intrigue, which actually increases piety and legitimacy instead of losing it. And Salerno, in this case, would gain ransomed pirate captives, which increases development growth and popular opinion up. And for all other areas too, 40% of. So, not all is bad when making deals with pirates. You have to leave in 6 days. 6 days, son of a beeswax. That's way over there. I forget you exist. Okay. That's it. I need to bring someone who has the know-how. Oh, here you know. Looking for experienced travelers. That's a murderer. Despite what you think of me, I'm actually going to recruit you. It's too late for that. Because I would love to forcibly recruit in order to, you know, have that right now. I guess we'll risk it. Where we have to be there quickly if we want to make it to another archery contest. And hopefully not get into any real danger. But I'm willing to go. And once again, you're burning through money. And which turn are you going? Ah, the other one, the closer one. We shall meet again someday. Out of depth quickly. Not a good idea, but damn it. Wish you were here. Just hope for no delays. A single delay could cost us. It's only 10 months and we don't have to spend money on sea captains anymore. Tiberius of Calabria, you want an alliance with us. Having trouble? I mean, if we can help you reclaim your lands back, I'd be willing. Fail at that, then I'll have to take over myself. So, fine. If it helps you reclaim your lands back, I'd be more than willing. I've gained a personal claim on a preservative box. So you mean to tell me that box once belonged to Sawdan? It was given to Valibaram by yeah, it was made. It used to belong to Sawdan. They give it to Eugenius. So you gave it to him on the way back. They took it over. I get to meet the Shia Caliph himself if I wanted to. Artifact claims. Using a bloodied blade. You still have that prize bow that belonged to Sawdan? You're not using it. Perhaps we could get it. steal an artifact from. Get that bow. Because I need a weapon. These schemons are good, so we need to hire some agents for this. Because what do you want? You want faster scheme length? Success to be good? Or you want it done fast? I think I want it done fast, so we should focus on agents decreasing the scheme phase length. So, again, this is a new type of scheme that's been that way since Roads to Power update. So it's the first time I've done something of this nature on video. Start a heist. Get that bow. Schemes of agents. Okay, here we go. This will help you explain on the way for you viewers. Let's take a moment to go through the complex schemes. These schemes consist of three primary parameters: success chance, phase length, and secrecy. To assist you in completing a scheme, there are different types of agents, usually coming in pre-selected groups of 5 when starting a complex scheme. A complex scheme will play out over the course of several scheme phases. Each scheme phase consists of a number of days, after which your success chance will increase. Another chance you obtain an advantage after each scheme phase, where you can spend to convince agents to join, or to execute the scheme of a higher success chance. Each scheme has an associated scheme potential. This potential can be increased through the use of agents. It serves as a hard limit for the maximum success chance you can accumulate. Scheme potential can never exceed 95%, meaning that all schemes, regardless of the number of advantages spent to increase success chance, will always have a chance to fail. The complex scheme has a certain level of secrecy attached to it. This is the value that represents how likely it is for the scheme to be discovered. When a scheme will have a grace period of a few months, during which cannot be discovered under any circumstance. After this period, the scheme is at the risk of being discovered through the scheme breaches. You can execute a scheme even if it has scheme breaches, but it will be a reduced success chance. If your scheme accumulates 7 scheme breaches, it will be cancelled. Further, certain basic schemes such as seduce may also be considered secret and have associated grace period, especially if it's from another realm out there. Complex schemes have 5 agent slots that can be filled with potential co-conspirators. Well, we should have shown these here. Generally, it's a good idea to fill many agent slots as possible, as they can provide beneficial bonuses to scheme phase length, secrecy, or scheme potential. Different agent types favor different skills. For instance, an infiltrator benefits from intrigue and diplomacy in addition to certain traits. Once you feel confident that you've plotted enough, it may be time to consider executing your scheme. To do this, you can leverage 5, 10, 15, or 20 of your good advantages. Further, if you suspect someone is scheming against you, it might be worthwhile to change your active countermeasures to avoid any potential mishaps. Good luck, and happy scheming. Again, we should consider disrupt schemes. We do have a good spawner, so I want you to help me support that scheme. It's a 90% chance of success, but we can increase it a bit further. Again, this is applied to me, not towards him. You know? So, obviously we do have a high chance of success. So this is why we need to get a couple of these. So we'll have 2 infiltrators. A latch left unlocked, a guard 2 hung over the patrol, a hand-drawn map dropped outside of the walls, courtesy of a friend within. This provides scheme phase length, requires intrigue and diplomacy, benefits traits like deceitful and diligent, suffers from traits like honest and lazy. So pay attention. Of course, there's you, as you are deceitful. Your diplomacy is your cross. I think you're better off at being an infiltrator than a footpad. Unless you want to be a thief, which requires intrigue and prowess. You're deceitful. I mean, look, you're both diligent and deceitful, I'll give you that. And a lookout requires intrigue and martial. Patient and paranoid. So ideally, we use my Amin, the spy master, which she'll be the infiltrator. Just have her in. Just try to get some advantage. As soon as we get up to 5, it's a good chance 6 is where we could do that right now. And we need a lookout. A set of hands to do the dirty work is no good without a pair of eyes to watch them. My sister-in-law can be convinced. She's got the intrigue, she's diligent, and she is paranoid. So, you were previously married to this person. Okay. We could bring you in, but what can I do? Offer my prestigious good word. Transfer some prestige to her and she'll accept. Because I got plenty of prestige and I'm about to compete another turn where I'll gain more prestige out of this, so I should be alright. So she's in. Another one can be convinced, just to reduce a bit more time. Ah, it's the old Norseman, who served under Sawdan. Still serves as the seneschal, I see. And a footpad, different one. Oh, willing to join. Excellent. A purse, a throat, a groan. There's a lot of things. Could take a knife in the back and alley, if you could pick the moment right. So Theodosios, who's just a courtier of Eugenios. He'd be willing to join. Largely because of a different opinion, I guess. He just doesn't like the guy, that's why. So, you're in. That'll get it done faster. The rest refuse, unless you offer a lot more, like, say, all these, but even then wouldn't accept. Not even bribes, as I don't have the money for that. But the lowest one, well, Sven can be convinced. Or the neighbor and the new friend we're trying to make. Don't know. Even I'd accept prestige, but... okay, won't be convinced. Obviously, I mean, you know, he's landed, but... he'll do. Yeah, give him some prestige. So he's in this game. So every 14 days we get more advantages, which is excellent. And we got one who is willing to be a thief. My Sicilian wife, Elena. Violence, as they say, the mark of an amateur. That's because you are, you know... well, you do have the intrigue, a bit of prowess, and you're a bit arbitrary yourself, so I don't need to spend anything, so she's in. Right. We got ourselves a team here. So we'll check back in a month or so. I'm stirred from my relaxing trip across the great blue sea by a sudden shriek. I sprinted to the stores. Stores below deck, and I'm horrified to find a turret beside the shredded remains of our supplies. Its feathers stretched in against the foul, bloated belly. In my rage, I could have killed a repugnant winged menace right there, but I'm stopped by Captain Miroslav of Sipsky band of Promoria. Hark! Stay your hand, you loathsome fool. Don't you know it's bad luck to kill a bird at sea? Hell. Nothing will stop me from killing this blasted bird. 50-50. 50% chance that we don't kill the bird and make a good meal, or be superstitious. My entourage superstitions were abated. Oh, what happened? What happened? He's my tax collector and he's been imprisoned. I mean, I knew he was traveling with me, but what the hell, man? Let's give it a moment. I'm hearing several thuds and angry screams come from outside. Hey, stand out from below deck. The only find I would know, but I'm afraid of Ted's hunger. I have no more of your idiocy, if I'll scallion. No signs for the dirt. You're the one who is wine on this entire journey, squealing. Are we there yet? At every crossroads heading towards. Wait a minute, I'll say, what do you mean, where are we there? I'll give it a try. Come now, sure two can make amends. 43% chance to convince them sell their differences, 57% chance that they're unable to sell their differences. Yeah, I met Fred. Just one of the Faris just left. Seriously. Excuse me. You have one of my men in prison. That is my giant physician. What crime has he committed to get him like this? He was imprisoned. On what charge? What crime did he commit? Get this up. We're on land now. Hopefully we don't get much danger. Well, we made it. Somehow. Currently guaranteed to qualify. Food and drink is abundant in retirement. To delight the attendees. 3 peasants in particular seem to be sharing what looks like a entire keg of violet shaba. How will get you out of here, fool? One sputtered strongly, limply throwing a shoe at his neighbor. God, I'm sorry. The victim covers his face, deflected. Help me, Miss Sawdan. Get on your own there, can't Dios. That's what he exclaims. Downing a entire mug of one big gulp. Disgusting. I'll get my prestige back for that. Yeah, focus on that. I don't know if I'll win this contest, but crazier things have happened in the past. What's going on up there? Independence War. Oh, I'd like to see that. Seems Spoleto wants to be independent. Meanwhile, the Shia Caliphate, who knows what they would be looking at of where to conquer next. As I'm a bit wary. I heard that. Ransom. How much do I have to pay? You're willing to release, but does not come free. Fine. I want him to be my physician again. I don't know what crime he's committed. Maybe pirates got to him. Who knows? You had any dealings with pirates? No evidence of that. But recently built a small Christian monastery. Oh, he's Sardinian. Interesting. So was granted by Principe of Logadoro. He's married. He went on a pilgrimage to Byzantium. Peasant revolt. He defeated them. So he's a Sardinian, but living in North Africa. So he came from Aha! So we know where they came from. So he's a Sardinian, but he later converted to Shiaism. I see. Ismailism, if you want to be more specific. Let's do it. I'd place a bet. They say I'm the archery favorite. No, this is a bad idea. I could scarce remember what my life's like before Adelina declared her love to me, and I'm flattered, but also overwhelmed by her attentions. I find myself longing for some peace and quiet. Yeah, I got enough, but would I be throwing away my own prospect of true love? That cannot be right, can it? 24. I am yours, now and forever. She might become my soulmate for this. Where am I? What's going on? I appear in the darkness, just my eyes. Allah, there's someone in my bedroom window. I scramble out of bed, reaching for the dagger on the nightstand. The intruder grabs my arm, tugs, and I spin around, sinking the blade deep into her stomach. She looks for me for endless, long moments. Her lips moving without a sound, and she falls to the ground. Stephanos, are you alright? By the window stands none other than Adelina, blade in hand, ready to defend me. I throw myself into her arms, she holds me tight. Oh, my love, never let me out of sight again. So, she's become my soulmate, and this would present a new problem. You know, as she lays with me. Future reference. Found eternal love after she rescued me from a thief. I flex the bow strings a few times, limbering up. I take a deep breath, mustering all my control. I draw a bow into the air, lowering in the line with the target. As soon as the arrow leaves my fingertips, I intuitively feel the shot is a good one. Moments later, a satisfying ping confirms it. I've hit the target's nail right on its head. Yes! At dusk begins to dawn. Slowly as the competition continues, snapping a string stuck out of wind. I laid on my bow, considering the path this contest taken so far, such as when I sent the shot right into the center of the target. Yeah. Since my intrigue has increased slightly, procuring a finer arrow would give me an edge. So combined prowess and intrigue. 59, score increase moderately. 16 nothing, 24 decrease. I step forward, knocking and drawn loose. Arrow whisks through the air, thudding deep into the target. The crowd erupts. There can be no arguments. It is a huge point in my favor. Did I get it? Yes! I win again. That's another 20 gold. And I'll receive a prize, whatever it may be. I didn't pay attention to what kind of prize might be exactly. What do you mean not qualified to ceremony contest? It's not a contest, it's a phase. Yeah, the grace period's gone now, but accumulated over time. Well, we need to increase the advantages more. That's what this is for. We haven't had any breaches left. 4 months grace left. Because to do that, it would be ideal to get up to 15 or 20 advantages if we get lucky. Another prize ring. A fancy ring of excellent craftsmanship. Its copper shape is circled extracts from the Ismaili Quran. Islamic Quran, not the Shari Quran. That's more for the moment. Now I have a bit of a health boost. What a great occasion that was. Except that time that my decision got arrested. For no apparent reason, unless pirates got to him and... Oh, you want no part in that scheme anymore. Fine then. Could bring Brother Xenon. That's how I have to give him? Son of a beeswax. You don't like me very much, do you? Might as well just send you a gift to try to... Maybe negotiate an alliance would also increase relations between us. He backed out. He wants more, obviously. Okay, fine. I'll give you the prestige, and then offer a hook. He can have a hook on me, but since he's just a unlanded character and he's a caravan master, what the hell is he going to do with that for? We need that scheme phase introduced so we can get more advantages. I don't want to spend that. The journey to Salerno has unfortunately brought us directly to the wastelands of Matsal Karaz. We're not prepared to undertake this long stretch without a single source of water, and many of my companions have begun to look as awful as dried turnips. I need to do something, and fast. Orlando seems less parched than the rest of us. I'll interrogate him about a secret water supply. No water found, damn it. Collector of rings. Oh dear. Adeline has come to me and immediately knew why. She's with child. There is little doubt in her eyes in mind as to who the father is. However, my marriage with Nina's, there's nothing I could do except hope that my involvement stays secret. I never thought it would come to this. The problem now is, you know, she's a fornicator, and I know I will be too. I'm an adulterer, which, you know, that's kind of shunned upon in Shari. Oh, forget Agatha. Once I travel back, she will not accept because the faith differs from me, of course. She'll come to me. Quick! Get over here! Just travel across here, travel safely, then we'll be married right on the spot. Quickly, quickly! We'll both meet at Salerno together. Amadeus has lost the Liberty War. And now, ooh, a Disillusion War. Can I help you with that? Yes, he will. If the war contribution goes well, he'll pay 108. Might accept. Let's hear it. War is on. Let's go. Thank God I can go inside again. I'll take the lead. Sicilian army is being formed there. We'll stop them. We'll be there for some time, but we'll be fighting in their turf. The war's only been ongoing for 7 months. They haven't fought any battles. But I'm willing to play a big part, which we need a monetary reward so I can go to that university. She hasn't arrived yet. Get here quickly. Oh, only 4? Never mind then. We need to chase them down. Because perhaps that, words! They fail me. That we can capture him. Once she arrives, Salerno, you're my second wife. Right here, right now. Making it right. Since the day I found out that Emir was pregnant of our child, I had worried myself sick over our child's future. Now we are lawfully wed, my fears can finally be laid to rest. The secret will haunt me no longer. Even though she has accompanied outside of wedlock, which is shunned in our faith, but had she stayed in Albania, they would have arrested her. They would have put her in prison. And she was a former spy master, which honestly, she's a terrible spy master. Because she's too honest. But she's the most virtuous Christian woman there is. So, she's already had some child experience. But now it's time for war. Hey, I have siege weapons. Mind if I help you out with that? Disillusion war would be great for all the independent entities to split up again. Now this traveling through seas is less dangerous, thus less reliant on sea captains. To be fair, their military is so weak because they've been defeated by the forces of Benevento. Elena, my spouse, has approached me today with an exquisite political idea that might serve me to reap some benefits. As things stand, her plan to implement some social reforms in order to alleviate the sufferings of the common peasant, thus increase their general well-being. Always a step ahead plan. She has already involved in powerful religious dignitaries in order to help find and implement the plan. Now I'm facing decisions to judge if the necessary goals to place everything in motion is worth it. Okay. I was expecting a lot worse. Social reforms, control level up for all. In addition, popular opinion and development up. And she gains prestige and piety and her opinion towards me. Let's do some good for our peasants. We'll have to split up. We're about to initiate a heist to attempt to get that bow which belonged to my father. And since my father is buried here at Salerno, it is only right that I would take some of the things that were dear to him. and as well as following his legacy of being a great archer. Fort level 3, go after this one. Here we go. It's only a 52% chance of success. 46% secrecy. Execute it. Cover every angle. So this is what happens. It's 52%. 10, 57% chance of success. 15, 62% chance. And this one, 72% chance of success. Let's give it a shot. I feel a great rush of pride, but I can't help but grin as I'm presented with the artifact I sought to reclaim. The prized bow returns to its rightful owner. Though perhaps it's slightly scuffed and dirty from the travails of rescue, still can't help but tracing my fingers over the luxurious surface of this stolen item. The prized bow. A fine prize. It returns to its rightful place to the right hands. Yep. He is mad now. He wasn't using it, so there we go. Now I have improved prowess. Night effectiveness is up, and a bit more enemy fatal casualties. And is Eugenios using the armor that belonged to my father? Yes. That's alright, you can have that. You can't do another one because you just recently stole it for someone. Heaven forbid we start fighting each other in artifact claimant wars. He can try to loot the capital. I'll loot the countryside. The rest of it. Sister-in-law, one of the wives of Eugenios. Just days after the heist, she's been murdered by the Alexander of Toxandria. Who? From all the way up there? Whatever the issue they had, well, it happened. Married to a local. Sarno has broken away, as did Amalfi. Did you give them independence? Or did they broke away on its own? Yeah, Amalfi broke away on its own. As did Sarno. Populous here, so that was you that started it. This war of liberation. It was a liberty war. And these two broke away. Yeah, the realm's being slowly chipped away. But it's disillusion war, so we will have it all separated. Instead of strong centralized realms, there should be decentralized realms of southern Italy. King's been captured by the Comitessa of Penne, which is a conquest for the Ducato of Spoleto. How humiliating for him. A new recruit. He's slow, but he'll serve. Fatima, daughter of Adelina. Happens sometimes. Oh. Neighbor. Well, not neighbor. He's actually the steward of Madina of Matera. You're giving. Whoa! You're paying me 168 gold. How? I was about to say, are you a generous character? No. It's just he's got all this money that he has no idea what to do with and decide to give me a gift. It's not much. Oh, it's very much. I accept it. Thank you. Whatever gets me closer to going to that University of Salerno for higher education. See how big his forces are, or what little there is, since he's been beaten by the Liberty faction, and we need to capture the king. Just one levy, and damn, this man here, Herculean. Capture this area first before we fight him in battle. And knowing that we're large in force and we can't catch them, there's other ways. Step out of my tents. This siege kind of sprawls out before me. A jumble of great shapeless canvas, militant industry, men, women, all accompanied by incessant drone of the flies. Pan and snap in the stiff breeze. Weary long-haired commanders sit at tables, trading gossip and tall tales. Conferring in private. Urgent whispers drifting on the breeze. My lord retainer approaches the forms of the siege center. I gather my bodyguard to the edge of him. The Sagnoria of Asera stands before me. A smoking pyre, the grey shadow amid the remains of my conquering army. A desolate wasteland of parched fields and smoking hovels dotted with blood and perversion. Witnesses to a nightmare beyond hell itself. In the fields between, amongst the huge stumps of once foggy saplings, I see the dead, piled high, hellish, rotting, long rows of hovels, burnt down the dirt, are surrounded by a ring of bodies impaled on spears. Black-veiled women wail in silent misery, the stink of putrid flesh mixed with coal smoke in their eyes, open wide with shock. Looted, saving up for the university. So what's my level of dread? 0. Let the army run wild. And imprison everyone you see. Because I will have to look for possible useful talent. I'm sending all of you. Special mission. And some. Get the king. These are level 4s. They're about to take the capital. Well, not about to, but it'll be a while. I'll head to there and siege it. Catch him. We have enough trade experience to increase diplomacy, and whenever we wish to, you can recruit from down there and a better chance of a possible stronghold to appear in our realm. Hey, Montesaccio. What's the roll? Come on. We captured John. He's not one of the good ones. But we did that in an attempt to capture the king and at least take one of his men prisoner. Stay where you are. Wherever he raises his army again, you can get them. Plus winning a battle, my war contribution, 100%, I get to win big. And remember, the Capua becomes independent, the Sicilian title becomes destroyed, and of course, the realm of Benevento will become independent again. Their capital is about to be taken. An ambitious dream. Queen Genhelge was elected Queen of East Francia by its dukes. The sports 16 unite the splintered Frankish kingdoms into a new Holy Roman Empire. Dream won't come from. They took a capital, 100% war score. My contribution is great, thanks to sieges, a little battle, and the occupation. How much will I get paid for this? 108 gold. Good enough. You're becoming irrelevant. And Benevento is back to being a strong realm again. Typhon of Napoli is still over there. Alright. Now I get to go to the university. Something that I've been wanting to do. Yes, yes, yes. I am a happy man. I don't need to travel elsewhere, just could do it here locally. Here I am, finally at the gates of Salerno, the renowned university seat. All knowledge is collected inside these hallowed halls, and scholars of repute from all over the world assemble these same hallways to preserve and increase the true alpha wisdom. And I'll soon join them. Of course, major centers of culture are also active markets for all the distractions that a student could ever desire. 25. It's time to get started. Impregnated my Sicilian wife. Universities and centers of higher education are always bustling hives of socialization. In these hallowed halls, the students are all peers, all apprentices along the road to knowledge, which is why it can be helpful to make friends and feel a part of the community. At least, these are my first thoughts when relatives approaches me, suspicious grin on his face. Join me and my friend Stephanos. Prove us the resilience of the Emir by spending a whole night partying. We shall consider you as one of us. Now listen, I may be an eager reveler, but I'll say no thanks. I'm here to learn. I can be a bit of a party animal a bit, but please, I'm here to learn. My in-depth studies in the Ashari doctrine at Salerno have confronted me with so many new questions, not all of which seem to have clear-cut answers. Some even have contradictory explanations. Is faith supposed to be completed by reason or not? Does faith only deal with the unseen or not? Can we even know what is unseen or not? Yes or no? There must be meaning in these contractions. So 15% sense that my reflections are so enlightening they're gonna future scholars to gain a book artifact. Massive success. 40% chance I feel wiser, closer to the truth, or I become much more successful. Or 45% chance I just have more confused before and be slightly successful. One sec. I don't usually do this because it's kind of a bit cheating, but I'll say there must be many countries. 31, 52, 16. It all makes sense now. Massively more successful, and I gained a book artifact. Yes and no. This book is a result of Emir Stephanos' theological and philosophical reflections while studying Salerno. It contains a deep and well-articulated discussion on the contradictions of Ash'ari theology and how to best reconcile them. You can have it. Chola has succeeded. Teaching a solo text as the most part in oral form. Students are encouraged to exercise rhetorical prowess to show progress in their learning debates in front of their peers teachers. Today, Orlando has asked me and Lot to take up opposing sides on the topic of opposing computist diagrams. Discuss that. Let me begin from the Quran, as everyone knows. 90% chance position stronger, 8% I'm outmatched. I want a debate. Never back down. Salerno is often home to fervent debates amongst teachers and students alike. After particularly lightning lectures from a teacher, I find myself dragged into one such debate with another student. No, you're making no sense. You're completely misrepresenting the philosopher's point. I scream. You're completely delusional, he fires back. From the corner of my eye, I see out the stairs with a pencil book in his face. But as the master said, 99% chance he's convinced. There's a very high chance now that I'm going to get an education trade upgrade, along with perk points, which is always good. Listen to the mayor. I'll just shout something ugly. If you read between the lines of the Trotula, it's obvious. You just need to combine a rock, a piece of ancient salted beef, and a sword. All inherited principles of what geometrical shapes more to represent the divine. Trust me, it'll work. I don't have time for your nonsense. Today, our teacher ought to begin. So we're going to examine the anatomy of a falcon. The excitement spreads to the lecture hall, so we all appreciate the hooded bird standing proudly on the teacher's gloved arm. Much can be learned by this studying the body of animals, as the ancients taught us. Does anyone want to help me with this section demonstration? I volunteer to help. There you go. You got it all. This has been such an amazing experience. When I left, I couldn't even imagine the number of wise men that study in Salerno. The depth of their thinking, the breadth of their research, just being a part of the same environment made me a much better person in my newly gained knowledge. I can make my home very satisfied. Knowledge is power. So, I have now a brilliant strategist, 3 martial lifestyle perks. A lot of gold was invested in buying rare and precious books. Martial skill +1. Crime and punishment. An intimidating compendium of all forms of torture known to our age, described in gleeful detail and plainly illustrated. The cover is wood as a painted display, a repeating image of floral motifs. So when If you're ever going to focus on intrigue, well, this book is for you. Household Guard. More Furza. Faster schemes for romance and elope, and better success chance for romance and elope. Promising prospects. Marriage acceptance is always good if you're looking to make new alliances. Just 3 more perks needed, and you'll get what you want. And who knows, maybe I'll switch over to intrigue, since, you know, he's a bit deceitful man himself. Just trying to click on the damn thing. 6 more months. Perhaps we should save up our money on upgrading the army. Like replace Sicilian archers with some different type of men-at-arms regiment. Because we know this is good against skirmishers. Maybe light horsemen. This is against light cavalry if you want to bring camels over. Well, it all depends on what's out there. Given that you're already married, well, whenever you have children, I would like to have an alliance with you. Damn, already betrothed. But keep in mind, your daughter is sickly, so it can't be guaranteed she'll be around. I'm about to have another child. Polakopos. Much better. Could use you to convert, you know, this on faster. This job's not finished. But, however, yeah, the fervor is a different reason. What? I was about to say Roman ceremonies, but we don't do Roman ceremonies. Nor they do. We know they do. But that's in Greek areas. We gotta get that box back. What contest is it? Recital. Got a son and heir now. Zaya. That's a odd sounding name. Because I don't know if that's Greek or Arab-Berber sounding, but it'll do. Zaya. Zaya, how you say the name? I'm not going to that tournament. Because... No, listen, you got good aptitude now, so... Yeah. We should have more lifestyle experience. There's actually one thing I should do. I should start doing. Hunt. Because hunting, you know, gives you more bow experience. Not only bow experience, but also mandatory. You know, Healthiness. Perhaps. You've let another one go independent. You're just getting smaller by the day, half-brother. While over in Emirate of Bari, they're doing well for themselves. You are helping out, the massive Egyptian war. Okay, they're going after Sicily. Oh, they are going to make their presence known in Sicily. The Shia are coming to Sicily, and that is a big problem. So the Fatimids will make their presence known in Sicily, and will be part of that realm very, very soon. Just in case. Get me some soldiers of Arab-Berber origin. I've sent word to the Arab-Berber communities, both of those living in my realm and those living in foreign lands, that I'm recruiting Arab-Berber soldiers into my army. Though labeled as ruthless raiders by their enemies, they will fight with valor and courage for those who treat them well. Whether they are fresh, eager recruits or experienced veterans, their numbers and talents will surely bolster my military strength. Sicily has long existed as a frontier between different worlds, so the presence of soldiers from all corners of the world is hardly unheard of in a region like this. There's always opportunity for military adventurers willing to embrace new challenges and new cultures. They'll serve their own well. And Salerno, right here, is the home of an Arab-Berber stronghold. Just the way I wanted. Because after all, we do have presence on, and it makes sense to make it an Arab-Berber stronghold here. Because we consider it as our home. Now they have a foothold in Sicily. And their army is about to march and grab all more of it. We just hope they do not come up to southern Italy. They took it. And now they will... Who knows what they'll turn their attention to next. Because even if I were to come to assist them, it would all be in vain. Even Al-Andalus wants to get involved in that affair. To try to, you know... to try to stop them. But as I said, it would all be in vain. Courtiers master is complete. You know, I had thought about doing a Sicilian frontier raid to try to add another Sicilian stronghold from our faith and culture. At first I thought a simple footman a fool to step into the training field. Though Sahil seemed no threat at first, it quickly became clear that he would be unable to stop his wild and vicious strikes of hurting me. Disarming him became a matter of life and death. I try not to show my relief when his sword finally hit the ground. You're a good one. I could use more people like you. You're in. One second. Also Rands. Recruit him simply for the sake of it. Probably want to even get a Norseman of my own. Where are they? Like, where are they besieging next? It fell to the Ottomans. These two small entities are next, and they're going to complete their Sicilian conquest. I didn't touch. Now, Borderlands is a leading phase. We may go back to that soon. Imperiality is tied with Borderlands. Are they in Noto? They're in Noto. So Noto and Malta will fall to the Ottomans next. And then Messenia would be the last spot to no doubt fall to the Syria Caliphate. My faithful steward, Narcissus of Martea, presented me recently an elaborate sound plan to improve taxation of my domain. In the knowledge will be costing me something up front. Must I would I implement the plan, improve upon it by doing it in a manner myself, but risk the star of gold would I take advantage of it? Studying this masterpiece would help me improve my stewardship. Oh, I'll try to study it. Keyword try. Increasing my stewardship, which is always good. To the mind, well beloved, the company of food or matters, if I'm to be honest. There are times I wish we're back home at Salerno. I'm not distraught, but should I gently chide you, it's been too much long since your last letter, especially now that you hunger some for a civilized exchange. It's good to hear from you, Tiberius. Is this part of your policy to try to send friendly letters between us? And so, he's been living a great deal in his duties as a tax collector, which made quite clear as he accounts for his most recent endeavors. He made good use of the company's soldiers, who made sure got every single coin in origin of them. Tax do benefit both of us. So, I know he's a military man instead of a man of stewardship education, but every little bit helps. I'll end this episode in January. Messenia has fallen, and Noto too. So, there can be no doubt my daughter's gone, but I still have a son who is healthy. So now they're going to be headed for Malta, Mileta, as it's also known as in Greek. What? Horse race. Uncle. You know what, I'll be there for that. And when this is all said and done, after this tournament, I would actually like to, travel to Leptis Magna, then go up to Sicily, back out to sea, to the Malta Channel, to the Ionian Sea, and make a stop in Catania at Mount Etna, get out of there, then they'd be back home. So I will actually be there for all that. But originally I was going to end this episode in January, but with time constraints, I'm actually going to leave it on a cliffhanger here. Tempting. That I will end the episode right here, as we will go to that tournament, and we'll travel to there in the next episode and participate in a horse race to go visit my uncles. So we'll see you in the next episode, but until then, so long for now.